Welcome back to another episode of Lone Star College Football. Today we are talking about our way too early defensive breakdown. And in case you missed the offensive one, I just posted that one yesterday. So that will be at the end of the video for you to go back and watch. But so just like the offensive for the ones that did watch, I'm going to be ranking our three position groups: defensive line, linebackers, and secondary, as far as most confident to least confident. Now, for the sake of this video, I will be putting our jack position with the defensive line as Garmin Randolph. He played a lot of edge last year, and I will be putting the star position, where Al Walcott played a lot of last year with the linebackers because they like to drop down and rush them off the edge every so often. And then secondary is, as usual, safety, corners, right? So, um, my first position group, now, number one and number two can go hand in hand either way. It's going to be the linebackers. We're returning Matt Jones. We're finally going to be able to see the LSU transfer, Josh White. And we got a really, really big pickup out of the transfer portal from Liberty in Mike Smith. Now, this guy's a JUCO guy from Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College, where he led that whole conference in tackles and sacks. And he went to Liberty for 1 year and tore it up, right? Now, if you go watch his highlights, you're going to see exactly what I'm talking about. Dude is fast and is a hard hitter with a lot of drive, and I love it. Can't wait to see him play. Now, Matt Jones is a guy. He was third on the team in tackles, but at times I just kind of felt like he wasn't there. Like there was some games where he was at the ball every single time. But then there's other games like, why is Dillon, Doyle, and Al Walcott the only guys getting tackles? Now, I put linebackers first because in second we have the defensive line, who is actually returning Gabe Hall, Garmin Randolph at the jack position, which is our stand-up edge, and TJ Franklin. Siaka. But we have another transfer out of the community college portal in Jarrell Boykins, which is a big dude that is, I think, could be another Siaka, where he'll fill the gap and just mess up every team's run offense, and it's great. But we also have Trey Emery, who was a pretty big pickup out of last year's class. I think our defensive line could be pretty good, but I'm also weary of saying that because, we let go of Ron Roberts. We have Matt Powledge back, so that could be really, really good for our secondary. And we also have a new linebackers coach in Christian Robertson coming from Auburn. It could be a hit or miss. I would assume these first 3 years, Dave Aranda is going to be walking Matt Powledge like in his hand, basically. But he was the assistant defensive coordinator in Oregon, and Oregon's defense was pretty good. Their secondary was great this year. But moving on to the secondary right now, as of right now, we are projected to start three sophomores in Devin Bobby, Tevin Williams, and Devin Lemire. Devin Lemire was amazing last year. I was really excited about him. And then junior AJ McCarthy. But another transfer guy that we got is 6-year Isaiah Dunson out of Miami, who is really solid. He was great out of high school. He's a mid to high 4-star, depending on what you're looking at. But he just got buried after Miami just went through defensive coordinator after defensive coordinator. Hate to see that, but I'm glad that we picked him up because it's another one of those veteran guys that we're going to need, especially after losing our best secondary player in Al Walcott. We lost Devin Neal and Snacks Johnson, sadly. Hated to see all them guys go. Al Walcott went to Arkansas, and then Snacks Johnson also went to Arkansas. I think Devin Neal took a visit, but I think he ended up going to Liberty. No, not Liberty. Louisville, I believe. But so our secondary took a lot of hits as far as experience and being in our program. But we also have Devin Lemire, which he was huge last year. I loved watching him. He flew around to the ball. He was always there in coverage. I mean, Isaiah Dunson, again, is going to be able to bring that veteran leadership. Now, he hasn't been with these guys, hasn't been with Matt Powledge, but it's one of those things that he can kind of teach them the ropes. Um, and he could fight for a starting job. I mean, that star position with Alfonso Allen, he's also a sophomore, is really up for grabs at this point. I mean, AJ McCarty could go right over there. I've seen things that Reggie Bush the second, freshman, who redshirted last year, could go right over to that star position, depending on how he looks in practice. I mean, they can go a whole lot of different ways. But this defense is kind of, I'm worried. I mean, we're going to have a first year full time defensive coordinator, along with a brand new to us linebackers coach and Christian Robertson. But it could also be good. I mean, we're losing our top two tacklers from last year in Dillon, Doyle, Al Walcott. Um, I kind of forgot Dillon Doyle played a lot of offense for us really when we needed it the most. Getting touchdowns and lead blocking like crazy. I mean, he had one touchdown last year as far as receiving, and I would think he had one running as well. Yeah, he had a rushing one too. But one guy on the defensive line that I almost forgot about from last year that redshirted was Kyan Roberts Day. Dude is 6'4". Like, I think he's like 250, somewhere around that range. Dude is a monster. But he also plays running back. He's listed as a tight end, but if he comes on the defensive side of the ball, which I think would be a pretty good pickup, he's quick, he's aggressive, and he will smack the helmet off of a right tackle that tries to put their hands on him. And man, it's going to be interesting. I think that Utah is going to be a really, really big game just to see what we have early in the season. Kind of help us finish out that starting lineup, like getting the full shakedown on it. But guys that I'm looking forward to seeing this year is Devin Lemire. Garner Randolph had a great year last year. TJ Franklin in his last year is. I hope he goes crazy, and I cannot stress this enough that Liberty transfer dude and Mike Smith is crazy. Write that down. This dude is gonna be great. But it's gonna be something, guys. So I'm just going to tell you now, don't expect too terribly much from our defense. I'm thinking it's going to be a lot of last year's. Same thing, how we had a lot of blown coverages, or not blown, but we were just getting beat because of our youth and inexperience in the secondary. Hopefully our linebackers can get some more pressure on the quarterbacks, trying to help our defensive backs look better. I don't know. It could be a big jump, especially with us having a secondary. I mean, he was the one that got Jalen Petrie to where he was. I mean, coached with Terrell Bernard, helped him out a whole lot. He's got a long list of guys that he's helped get to like all Big 12 teams and into the pros. He's not a bad coach. I'm just weary on it. You know what I mean? No hate to Matt Powledge. I hope he has a long and wonderful career here with us at Baylor. Same thing with Christian Robertson. I mean, he played at Georgia. He coached down in Florida. Then he coached in Auburn, and he's coming here. And I'm really excited. I'm really, really excited. Now, am I more excited about the offense or the defense? I would probably say offense, personally, because our running back room is nasty, and along with that, and Keetron Jackson. Anyways, enough of that. If you want to learn more about our offense, go check out this video right here. That will be close to the end of this video. But before I let you go, I want to talk about our giveaways. So we are right about, I think it's 445 as far as the last time I checked. We're trying to get to 500 subs so we can gift y'all this $50 Amazon gift card. And then this is our biggest one that we're super excited about. So by September 1st, we need to have 1,000 subscribers so we can do this ticket giveaway. We're looking for 1 to 2 people that we can, either take to a game to come sit with us and watch a game, or if not a Baylor or a Texas fan, yeah, we have some Texas fans over here, guys. Um, we can send y'all to whatever game that's reasonable, right? Um, for whatever team you want to go watch. I mean, it's not bad. It could be free tickets to go watch Baylor in Texas. Hopefully, they play for the last year. Me and Christian talked about that. We will be devastated if they don't play again this year. But, anyways, once again, guys, thank y'all so much for sticking around to the end of this video. Go watch our offense video right here. And until next time, sickle.